No one plans to become a case study for the internet, but once a camera finds you at your lowest point, it rarely lets go. Dakota's story doesn't begin with fame. It begins with absence. By the time he was barely an adult, he was already disconnected from his family, drifting through West Virginia with nowhere stable to land. What's confirmed is this: by around 18, Dakota was homeless. How he got there exactly is less clear, but substance issues were already part of the picture, and the streets became permanent. Then, the algorithm noticed him. In 2023, Dakota crossed paths with a TikTok creator known as Crazy K. The meeting itself was accidental. Crazy K initially thought Dakota was a kid and pulled over to film him. When it turned out Dakota was an adult, the camera didn't turn off. It moved closer. What followed was a stretch of viral clips, skits, and chaotic content that pushed Dakota into millions of feeds.
Yo, where's Crazy K at? What you looking for him for?
But visibility isn't the same as stability. What's confirmed through footage is that Dakota moved into Crazy K's environment, a house defined by heavy substance use, neglect, and constant filming.
Yeah. $20 on the race, man.
You gonna see who gonna win?
Oh my God, on there. Hold up. Huh? Hold up, they're right there.
Stay right here. Stop it, then redo it.
This nigga run around racing this nigga with $20. Go! Oh, bro.
Good job, bro.
The relationship wasn't equal. Dakota was often the punchline, portrayed as childlike, handled roughly in skits, and placed into situations meant to entertain rather than protect. During this period, Dakota's behavior noticeably shifted. He became obsessed with gang imagery, particularly blood symbolism. Red bandanas, gestures, references, none of which were tied to any verified gang affiliation, but clearly influenced by the environment he was in. That era didn't last. Crazy K eventually accused Dakota of stealing from him. The accusation is real. The details behind it remain disputed. What is confirmed is that Dakota was kicked out, on camera, and returned to homelessness.
I always knew one day me and Dakota would depart.
Alright, Crazy K. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm gone, bro.
Alright, my man.
Dakota ended up in abandoned houses alongside other unhoused people. These weren't shelters. They were cold, unsafe structures with no heat, no security, and no protection. According to Dakota, other occupants exploited him, stealing from him, coercing him into labor like stripping copper wire, and using his vulnerability to their advantage. While some of these claims can't be independently verified, what is confirmed is that Dakota lost access to money, had his card stolen, and was begging again. This time, not just for himself, but for his dog. By late 2024, winter was closing in. Dakota was sleeping in buildings without heat. He had no valid ID, no consistent income, no safety net. And that's when a motorcycle pulled over. In October 2024, a content creator named Coral met Dakota by chance while filming.
Dakota? Nice to meet you, buddy. Are you hungry at all or anything? You hungry?
He said he was a little hungry, so now I just gotta think of a place to take him.
I'm not actually an old man. This is a man.
I'm trying to make a little bit of money so I can feed the dog.
He said he needs some money so he can feed his dog.
You gonna go out to eat and I'll give you some money? You wanna do that? Or you wanna eat? Taco Bell? You going down there, isn't it? Alright,
So I couldn't just take him on the motorcycle with no helmet to Taco Bell, so I had to think of a plan.
you know the new Dollar Tree? We're gonna meet right there. We'll meet there in like 5 minutes. So I'll go get my slingshot. You know what those are? It's a 2-seater. It's really cool. I got one of those. I'll pick you up in that at Dollar Tree in about 5-10 minutes.
The interaction was simple: food, conversation, basic help. But unlike before, the camera didn't frame Dakota as a joke. It framed him as a person. What followed was the most stable period Dakota had experienced in years. That's not speculation. That part is documented. Phones replaced cardboard signs, meals replaced scavenging.
Are you eating the butter, Dakota?
And for the first time, someone began trying to fix the invisible problem: paperwork. Dakota had been using a fake SpongeBob ID for years. Coral helped him get a real one. That single step unlocked everything else: housing applications, medical access, and a path off the street.
Remember that little homeless dude I found? Well, today I'm gonna help him go get a new ID. Now you'll finally have a license for your Lambo. So this was the ID he was using. He looks slightly different now from then, so he's gonna get a new one. You could be a model. I think it turned out pretty good. Make today the day you embrace your true self. What does yours say?
Cherish the simple moments.
It's true. You gotta cherish these moments. Life's too short, and I just spent 3 hours of mine at the DMV.
For a moment, the story changed direction. But stories like this don't collapse all at once. They fracture, quietly, before anyone noticed. Progress doesn't announce itself loudly. Sometimes it arrives in small, fragile pieces. A meal, a phone, a bed that finally belongs to you. With Coral's help, Dakota's life began to stabilize in ways that were visible and documented. Interviews replaced street clips. The content shifted from survival to routine. Eating, talking, laughing. Dakota revealed small details about himself, his age, his love for music, food, his grandmother. Some claims he made, like being related to a famous actor, were never confirmed. But what mattered more was how strongly he believed them. It spoke less to truth and more to vulnerability. Behind the scenes, Coral was doing something far less entertaining than filming. Paperwork. Dakota still lived in abandoned housing while waiting for something permanent, surrounded by people who continued to take advantage of him. That danger became real when Dakota was hospitalized after a violent altercation inside one of those buildings. He suffered a serious head injury and a brain bleed. The hospitalization itself is confirmed. The exact circumstances remain based largely on Dakota's account. Seeing the injury changed the urgency. Coral pushed harder. Dakota was moved into temporary motel housing. Phones were replaced repeatedly. Glasses too. Some broke, some were lost, some reasons were unclear.
Here's the damage. Explain what happened.
My dog.
Your dog ate it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Did you get a warranty?
Considering I had to get him 3 phones, Erin replaced a lot of the things that have got him. Luckily, I got.
But the pattern was real. Dakota struggled to hold on to anything for long. Still, momentum was building. An apartment was finally secured. For Dakota, this was monumental. A door that locked. The moment was filmed not as spectacle, but as proof. Proof that progress had happened. A life that had been drifting now had walls. And then, on the very last day at the motel, Felicity appeared. The meeting itself was casual. A dog, a conversation, a question. She asked Dakota if he would be her boyfriend. What's confirmed is how fast she became part of the picture. Within days, she was appearing in content. Within weeks, she was influencing decisions that had taken months to build. The first date didn't even happen as planned. She didn't show up. When it finally did happen, it revealed a pattern early. Pressure, spending, and entitlement. Felicity asked Dakota to buy her things he couldn't afford. Coral paid. This behavior is documented and repeated throughout later footage. Felicity's personality dominated every space she entered. Loud, confrontational, unfiltered. She openly discussed past relationships and maintained contact with exes. Whether this crossed into cheating remains unconfirmed. But what is confirmed is that it deeply affected Dakota. He became anxious, emotional, and increasingly dependent. While the relationship intensified, the apartment came with rules. Rules Felicity ignored. She wasn't on the lease, she wasn't allowed to stay long term. Despite repeated warnings, she stayed anyway. This placed Dakota at risk of losing the very thing that saved him. And the pressure didn't stop there. People from Dakota's past followed him into his future. Homeless acquaintances began showing up at his apartment. Items went missing. One man moved himself in. This is confirmed. After intervention and threats of police involvement, he left temporarily. But the pattern had returned. Stability had arrived, but Dakota didn't know how to defend it. By May 2025, he had everything he didn't have before. Housing, identification, medical access, income, and an audience that believed in him, and one relationship that threatened to undo all of it. Stability only works if you protect it, and Dakota didn't know how. By the time summer arrived, the apartment no longer felt like a fresh start. It felt fragile. Dakota began letting people in who never should have crossed that door. One of them was a man known as Jimmy. What's confirmed is that Jimmy stayed at the apartment, items went missing, and more people followed. The apartment complex had strict rules, and Dakota was now violating them. The situation escalated quickly. Dakota and Felicity claimed Jimmy displayed disturbing behavior, watching them sleep, refusing to leave, and creating an environment of fear. Some details of these claims remain unverified, but Coral's involvement is documented. He confronted Jimmy directly and forced him out, on camera. No dramatics, just a line drawn in the sand.
Picture your face with this.
No, don't take a picture of me, man. No.
Hey, watch out. Back up,
No,
man.
no.
Back up.
You don't take a picture of me.
Back up.
For a brief moment, it worked. Dakota's life slipped into something resembling normal. Doctor appointments were scheduled, dental visits, meals out, even birthdays were celebrated. Real or not, the content no longer centered on survival. It centered on routine.
Whoa! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dakota. That was just dear Pete. It's okay.
For someone who had spent years reacting to chaos, routine felt foreign. But the center couldn't hold. Behind the scenes, Felicity was still communicating with other men. This is confirmed through messages, calls, and on-camera moments that raise red flags.
I picked up Dakota and Felicity because Felicity called me crying.
She threw that across the room and told me to get out of the house. She's like, this is what you get for being the horriblest, worst daughter ever.
So apparently Felicity got into it with her parents and somehow her phone broke.
We're gonna have to get a case for it. You know I'm clumsy, honey. This one right here will work.
She was really upset, so I got her a brand new phone with a case and a screen protector. Somehow Felicity already has a call on the new phone.
It's Jacob.
Who is it?
My ex-boyfriend.
Your ex-boyfriend?
Slash best friend.
Now it's time to make some dinner. He's making the spaghetti we got from the store. But while he was making it, his girlfriend got a call from her ex.
She on the phone with her ex-boyfriend.
And y'all should have heard what she was saying.
She's talking about being with two guys.
We told him what she was saying and this happened.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Really just talking. Here's Dakota. Oh, fuck. Dakota, come here. Come here. I love you.
I'm cooking right now.
Love you.
Love you.
Say hello.
Why is she talking to her ex? Very odd.
I'll text you.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
How lucky are you to have two boyfriends?
He knows I'm his true love.
So you were just joking with the other...
Yeah, that was just my best friend. Dakota and I have been together for a year.
I'm close to you.
He is the love of my life.
That was a funny joke, Felicity. I've never heard a joke like that.
It's just a joke. And he knows that I would cheat on him. He knows I'm loyal.
Must be opposite.
Dakota knew. It crushed him. Instead of walking away, he internalized it. He wrote letters, apologies, breakup notes that read less like anger and more like surrender. Those letters were real. They showed a man who believed he was the problem, even when evidence suggested otherwise. Then came the shaving incident. What's confirmed is that both Dakota and Felicity shaved their heads and eyebrows together. Whether it was impulsive, symbolic, or pressured remains unclear. What is clear is how Coral reacted. Concern replaced humor. This wasn't self-expression. It looked like instability being normalized.
Today Dakota shaved his head bald and he and his girlfriend both shaved off their eyebrows. What the heck? Why did you do that? What are you doing?
I did it myself.
What made you do that? What the heck?
Got sick of it.
You didn't even tell me about that. What the heck? Nuh-uh.
I sent you a picture.
I didn't get it.
You did it.
No. This isn't the first time Dakota's been bald, but the first time he had to shave his head bald for a surgery. It's good though.
Looks better.
Missed a couple spots right here though. I bet it feels better too.
Hell yeah.
When it gets hot.
I think I did good. For my first time cutting.
What made you do that?
Wanted to see if I could do it or not. See how it would turn out.
After we got back, his girlfriend came out and look what she did. Never seen you without your glasses. Did you shave your eyebrows? Why? What are y'all doing? Why did you shave your eyebrows?
Because you couldn't see them anymore. He shaves his head, so I matched him.
And while the apartment still stood, the warning signs stacked up. Another man attempted to move in, then another. Dakota's apartment began to resemble the abandoned houses he'd escaped. The microwave disappeared. People came and went. Rules were broken repeatedly. Each time, Coral intervened, reminding Dakota that help had limits. Felicity didn't listen. She was eventually formally trespassed from the apartment complex. The incident itself is confirmed. The reason? Repeated rule violations and an altercation involving elderly residents. Instead of separating from the chaos, Dakota made a choice that would redefine everything. He left. Despite still having the apartment, Dakota chose to abandon it to stay with Felicity in a motel.
So today I'm helping Dakota move and into the car. Yep. So you're moving up?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. He told me if I don't help them move that they're going to be kicked out tonight. He was also telling his girlfriend that I'm going to take him to see her today.
See you sometime today, baby.
Hi.
I was just trying to be a good friend and help him out. And his girlfriend was really wanting to see him. And she's one of those.
Are we done yet?
At this point, we were waiting for them to move for 2 hours. And Dakota became frustrated.
Don't f***ing bite me.
Don't do that, Dakota. She's just trying to play it.
And then to make it worse, he starts playing this.
I'm not gonna lie, Dakota. I didn't think my day could get any worse, so I heard that song.
This song.
That song is garbage.
After nearly 4 hours of waiting for them to move, we finally got all the stuff to the next house. I guess they took my advice about getting into the back. So after another couple hours,
This wasn't eviction. This wasn't necessity. This was loyalty or dependency overriding survival. The year of progress unraveled in days. Coral stepped back, not abruptly, not angrily, just quietly. The filming slowed. The help stopped expanding. The disappointment was visible. Dakota had been given structure, opportunity, and safety, and he walked away from it willingly.